I will die on that hill.
I absolutely love Miley Cyrus.
You have failed this.
Love this shit.
The sickest night ever.
Is this? What are we doing? No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Call Guys podcast. I'm Gunnar, also known as Chico Noise, three-time podcast host. Alongside me, as always, my counterpart, my co-host, Colton Keel, or as everybody likes to call him, Juan Keel 43, or as the Emperor likes to call him, Vanilla Thunder. That's right.
I love it.
Now, all of you out there listening might be thinking, Call Guys, wasn't the Emperor on last week's episode? And I will say, yes, he was. But yes, he is also back this week for a very, very important reason. This week, this Thursday, correct?
Yes.
This Thursday, go check it out. The first episode of the Golden 80's podcast is going to come out. That's where him and Brandon, his co-host, who is also here tonight.
Or as we like to call him, Frankie Vegas.
Frankie Vegas.
Oh,
Frankie Vegas.
Also known as the winner of the Call Guys Wally Bucks giveaway.
The infamous Wally Bucks.
Yes.
Yeah, the lawsuit's in progress.
Hey, that's plenty of ice cream, man.
If the machine's working.
If the machine's working, yes. But no, yes, the Golden 80's podcast comes out this Thursday, so please go check that out. I'm assuming there's a Facebook page, everything for that.
Yeah.
Brandon is actually in charge of that.
Yeah,
so
I'm doing a terrible job because I just have nothing to put on it right now.
Well, it's coming. It's coming this Thursday.
Yeah.
He's gonna have some stuff. So
Yeah,
Yes.
go out there and like the page, and I
Just-
think the more people I got liking it, the more I can do. I think I don't know how it worked. I am like not a technical guy. I've gotten in way over my head.
that's all right. That's how you start, though.
You just get lots of pictures of Demi Moore on there. That,
Yes,
in lingerie. It's
Okay.
all good.
Yeah.
Did anybody see this?
She got some nude pictures out there. I guess I don't know. Will I get put in Facebook jail for
Yes,
that?
yes, I do believe you will.
It's just going to be all the Sports Illustrated swimsuit editions for the 80's.
From the 80s, yeah.
From the 80s.
What is it? Who's on the new Sports Illustrated swimsuit? Got the cover? Is it what's the chick that went to jail? Snoop Dogg's friend. Shit.
Oh, Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart's on like the cover of this year's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I did
she
see that. I did see that. Yeah.
Just on the Golden 80s, you get the younger version of Martha Stewart.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg, only one of them's been to prison. It ain't the one you think.
Colton's thinking
So
about that
true.
really hard. He's like, Snoop Dogg never went to prison? What are you talking about?
No?
Oh my gosh, you know nothing about that. No, I'm not even gonna say thanks. Not even gonna say thanks. It's not worth it with you.
He says he's lived in California his whole life. Everything he does is legal in California.
Well, yeah.
True.
That's true.
But yeah, it's Golden 80's podcast this Thursday. Go check it out. And they're here this week because we're going to hit on some 80's stuff, which we haven't done
Alright.
for a while. So I'm kind of excited to go back to an era that we both love. All four of us love, I'm sure. So
Well, just so you know, this Thursday, we are going to drop the first 3 episodes of the Golden 80s podcast. So you can go binge 1, 2, and 3.
topics.
I apologize for episode 1. It's pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a newbie. He's getting a lot better.
Oh,
Well, let's the first episode we talk about John Hughes, the filmmaker, writer, director of movies about like The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink. Episode 2, I believe, is Weird Al Yankovic,
Nice.
and episode 3 is The Golden Girls.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do an episode about the Golden Girls on Golden 80s.
That's
Do
true.
you?
Yes, you do.
I think we need
Naked
to.
pictures of B. Arthur.
That's Airheads. That's right. I think we should do a recreation of a Golden Girls poster with all the Golden Girls. What do you think?
I think it'd be fan-fucking-tabulous. I
Because
would
we got
love
four.
that.
We got four now, so
Yeah.
we could do it.
Oh, but we could dial up your grandma as Estelle Getty. Think about how amazing that would be. She has the white hair and everything.
We might get famous from that.
That would be brilliant. Brilliant.
All right, lock it up. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So how you guys doing?
Hi, doing good. Doing good.
Nice. Emperor, it's been a week.
I know. It's been a week. If anything can go wrong, this is the week can go wrong in. But you know what? The weekend's almost there. We're striving through, so
Yeah.
pretty excited about that.
Yes. We do record these on the Thursdays before they record or before they release on Mondays. I will say that we have some emails that we're going to read off, and one of them that mentions Across the Spider-Verse, which is the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse, which I will be seeing tomorrow night after we record this podcast. So there's some exciting things coming out. I was actually looking at the docket of the movie theaters, trying to find a time to go see the movie tomorrow. And man, there's a lot of good stuff out right now. You still have Super Mario Bros. Out. You got Guardians still out. Transformers Rise of the Beasts comes out. You've got Across the Spider-Verse. There was something else too. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, there's
Barbie girl.
I don't think Barbie. Oh, it was the Machine. The Machine also came out.
Oh, the machine.
The machine.
Lots of good stuff in theaters. If anybody listening wants to go to the theaters and see something, so yeah, definitely get out there and go see some movies because this is like the time for big blockbusters. So
Oh yeah, it's the summer. It's the summer kickoff. So June is always heavy with movies. So
and we have even more coming later this month too. So Indiana Jones is this month, I'm pretty sure, and
at the end of the month,
Yeah.
is it? I thought Transformers is at the end of the month.
it's this weekend comes out
Oh, okay.
tonight as we're recording this. I'm pretty sure. So
Makes sense.
yes. But I'm glad to have you guys here, and excited to talk some 80s stuff. But I'll let Colton get into some emails real quick before we get into that.
Oh my, yeah, we got some emails, so let's just get right into them.
Act excited about that as you yawn there, buddy.
Oh my gosh, I am so tired. Work has been stupid busy.
Oh yeah, Colton, how are you?
Man, I'm just Jay chilling.
I'm excited. We
yeah.
got the Golden 80s podcast here. I didn't think about that. Think about asking.
No, man, work is busy, staying busy. Been outside a lot lately, so the sun and me don't mesh well.
I've heard.
We don't work well together, and so yeah. And I cooked on the Blackstone Wednesday. That was really good. I did some smash burgers. They turned out fantastic. And tomorrow, which would technically be the 9th, but last Friday I did hibachi for little Jay for his birthday. So I'm hoping that goes well. I'm assuming it's going to go well. I'm going to maybe potentially try an volcano onion. So
I will admit that you did a really good job when you did hibachi for us. So
you're
if anybody
welcome.
wants hibachi, go to Colton's house.
What time is that tomorrow night?
I think it's like 5:30. You should show up. Oh my gosh, if you show up.
5:30.
I'd make sure you had enough for a plate.
Are you doing shrimp? Because the Emperor
Yep.
likes his shrimp.
Yep, we're doing shrimp. We're doing shrimp, steak, chicken, veggies,
Yeah, that's
rice,
pretty good.
fried rice. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. But anywho, that's what I'm doing this weekend. And then it's just me and the kid the rest of the weekend. So we got that. Anywho,
It's important.
what?
You get to hang out with the whole entire Golden Mojo Entertainment Empire family on Sunday for a little bit.
Is there gonna be anybody else over 6 foot there?
Absolutely not.
Great. Fantastic.
You're just gonna be in the back.
Not looking forward to that at all.
No, I'm gonna be in the front.
No,
I am in the front for all
Can
the
I hide
pictures.
behind him?
Yeah, he probably will be in the front because for the group photo, we'll do it on the stage. So all the shorter people will be up on the stage. And
Well, I want
Colton will be the only one in the front.
Just gonna be. You can just see. There's gonna be me on the ground, and everyone's gonna be 2 steps up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not photogenic at all. I mean, look at all you guys. You got the good young, you know, hip young guys,
Just don't say handsome.
Jeremy
And
and Jeremy, you know, he's a dudley, you know, rock star looking guy. You know, we got the good looking girls all around. You know,
Yeah, well,
I know you don't think your mom's a hot chick or anything.
Oh, my mom's babe. My
My
mom's a
My
babe.
mom's a
Hey,
babe.
every family has to have the homeless looking guy, and that's you.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you got me, you know.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, let's
Brandon, it's all about confidence, Brandon. It's all about
All about
confidence.
confidence.
Yeah,
You know, I've
plug
seen
that
pictures of
website.
me.
Yeah, plug that website real quick, Emperor, because I mean that's we're taking pictures.
goldenmojoent.com. You can go on there. You can check out. We're gonna have these pictures we're taking this coming weekend, or in case you listen to it on Monday that we took yesterday. Those are gonna be coming up. There is a merch store on there, and I have created the most kick-ass Call Guy sweatshirt. Did you go check it out? Did you look
I
at
sent
it?
it to him. I did send it to him.
Oh yeah.
I worked on this for a long time.
I have one critique though.
What's that?
I would take the logo off the back.
You don't like the logo on the back?
I think it looks so much nicer with just the sleeve and the logo on the chest. I think that would look nicer. We can talk about that after the show. Let's talk about it after the show. Let's talk about it after the show.
Well, if you're listening, go to goldenmojoent.com, check out the merch store, and if you want to order a Call Guy sweatshirt that says "I will die on that hill,"
No, it
or
says
"I love you, brother,"
It says
Love
it
you,
says
brother.
it says love your brother.
I haven't got the Die on the Hill one done yet.
so
Come
there
on,
will
man.
be one. Yeah,
There will
one.
be. I'll die on that hill.
Okay, I love you, brother, on there. But yeah,
Oh
check it
man,
out.
that's great. We could talk about that later though. I got some just little critiques, but we'll digress from that. We'll go to the emails. We'll go to the emails right
Let's
now.
go to emails.
Email.
Since none of my other podcasts ever get emails, is what I've been told.
I'm just glad you acknowledged it, so I appreciate that.
I get emails all the time. AARP,
hate mail,
Google.
Hate mail.
Viagra.
bonjour,
Hymns. Oh gosh.
Blue Chews.
Bluetooth. Oh,
You probably get like Long John Silver's ads.
Dude.
I'm pretty
they
sure it
send
gets
me
the Martin's
coupons,
ad
yeah.
too.
I need coupons for Long John Silver's. Come on. That Chick-fil-A.
Oh my. Okay, serious time. Focus. Emails.
You ain't getting serious on this episode. Not with me. You know better.
Emails. Okay, first one's from Zach, first time emailer, coworker of mine. It goes, "Good morning. I heard what happened to Gunner's computer, so I believe you should name this episode the tribute in honor of all past times you had with your old PC." And he's referring to obviously the Guardians of the Galaxy episode being named the tribute. So
Let me
Gunnar, do you
tell a
wanna- do
story.
you-
Let me tell a story.
Gunnar, fill in our avid listeners and audience. How's your new PC working?
So here's the thing. Mac dies, and I try to get it fixed 2 different places. I explained this in the Guardians episode, and I tried as hard as I could, tried to get it fixed. I sat into my brother, tried to get him to get all the files off, couldn't get it. So obviously the hard drive's dead. It's okay. Order a new PC, comes in. For probably 4 days, it's running great. Tried another hard drive. And the Skywalker gave me a good explanation, which makes sense, is that I didn't have it on a power or a surge protector, and something happened that caused it to fry the hard drive. That makes sense to me, but still super frustrating. Spent a lot of time talking to the company that I got the computer from. They're going to send me a new hard drive. So that's going to be on the way. I got to get the other one sent back. So, yes, I'm a very frustrated podcast host, dealing with 2 computer deaths in less than 3 weeks. So Definitely frustrating. So I might cry.
Tell us how you really feel.
It's one of those things that you just don't expect it to happen that soon. And I was like excited because the computer is running great. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. And then go to flip it on to do some editing for our gender reveal video that we put out, and boom, gone, dead, done for. So, yeah.
By the way, that was a great video. You did get it finished. You did get it finished. It was an amazing video.
I did. Luckily, Sarah has this great 2011 MacBook Air that still runs amazing somehow.
I
And
don't think she ever watched porn on it.
oh yeah, that's probably that would make sense. But no, she let me use
My
that. I downloaded our program on here and edited all that. Colton, I don't think we've actually mentioned, but the call guys are both having girls.
Oh,
If you haven't seen it
yeah.
on Facebook, so we're both having girls. We're gonna have girl besties, as the wives like to call it. So
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. My wife, she just keeps buying stuff.
yeah,
Buying stuff.
matching PJs.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing now.
It is a whole
So-
thing. It is a
So-
whole thing.
So I did send this video on to a personal friend of mine and somebody that you guys might know really well, seeing as how his son is one of your really good friends. I sent the video to Chris Stouter,
Oh,
and I got a reply a little bit ago, and it says, "How do you feel about coaching girls softball?"
Damn
And
straight.
I said, we will be the coolest grandparents and coaches ever.
oh my
I have
gosh.
told Sarah that since we knew we were having a baby. I said if we have a girl, I am coaching girls softball.
Yep,
100%.
you should do it.
I would love it.
Definitely.
And then to have her grandpa and her uncle grandpa Chris, that would be awesome.
Oh my.
We could be doing the old signs to steal. Yeah,
Baba Booey.
that's right.
Good stuff.
It's some great call signs.
Yes. All right, go ahead, Cole. Sorry.
Next email is short and sweet, just says bonjour. So bonjour to you as well. Yeah, don't know who it is. Got no message. Got no subject other than just bonjour. So care to elaborate? Send us another email at thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. Explain yourself.
Explain yourself.
I'd love to have a chat. Now, the next 4 emails we have are from ISO Cam. Welcome back, ISO. Good to have you, man. And I think Gunnar, I think he's ready. I think he's ready
he's
for
ready.
the challenge. He is ready for the challenge of being on an episode. He goes off, just give me the homework and I will do it. Get me on an episode. For the weirdos that want to know how we slept, don't look at my window, but I prefer to sleep in my birthday suit, referring to the question of the pod from a couple episodes ago. Scheduling would be tough, but we'll get it. But it'll be difficult because he works the night shift. So, man, don't worry, ISO. We'll get you figured out. We'll get it figured out. We'll get you on an episode, man. Don't worry. And then he comes back with some topics. Gunnar, tell me what you think of some of these topics.
Okay.
He's thinking top 5 animal movies. Don't think we've done that. Jim
Interesting.
Carrey movies.
Okay.
Potential. Horror. And then he says, I know you aren't the biggest fans. I was guys, yeah, that's about right. So maybe even video game to movie adaptations. That would be fun.
It's a good one.
Or best raunchy comedies, stuff like that. ISO, man, great topics. I think we might just pick something from there and go from there. Or what we could do
Just have you on for one of those episodes.
is have you on maybe, because I don't know, maybe this next email that we got is titled Spidey.
Oh,
He starts it off like this. Enjoyed listening to the Blink episode, even though I'm not the hugest fan. I do enjoy the song, All the Small Things, though. Sorry, not sorry for laughing at all the struggles Colton and little Jay went through, but glad you all still had a good time. Do you guys have any plans for Beyond the Spider-Verse?
cross. Yeah. Yes, I
Gunner.
will see it. Yes.
I don't really know if you guys enjoy Miles that much. Personally, he has my favorite movie so far. I also don't know if you guys have answered this before. So, who is the best Spider-Man? Here is my rank. Number 1, Miles. It's animated, so it's kind of cheating, but it's just top tier. Which I agree. That first one, how they do that movie is fantastic. I can see why it won so many awards for
Oh yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
Number 2, Andrew Garfield.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, ISO.
Amazing.
That is the shit right
The
there.
Amazing Spider-Man movies. Most comic accurate to me, Amazing Peter, Amazing Spider. I also like I like that he incorporated jokes. Number 3, Tom. Also just way more comic accurate than that Toby guy. Number 4, sorry if you guys will hate this, Toby. Just way too old. Amazing Spider-Man. Terrible Peter. He also wasn't that funny. Plus, he had the worst girl counterpart. Ooh, ISO,
I
man.
agree. Yeah.
You know, I'll say this. I've recently rewatched the Toby Spider-Mans, and I think Kirsten Dunst gets a lot of hate for no reason. But
She's
then
just not a great
again,
actress in those movies. That's
then
for sure.
again, I was
Yeah, but
just
she's
like,
hot.
I mean, my issue is that I feel like she's I think Gunnar nailed it. I think she's getting the hate for the wrong reason. I just don't think she's that good of an actress. I mean, I love her in Bring It On. I love her in
Yeah.
the
Small
first
Soldiers.
Spider-Man movie. Small What to expect when you're she's not in that movie, is she? What to expect when you're expecting? Is she in that movie?
I don't know.
Or am I thinking of Cameron Diaz? Probably thinking of Cameron Diaz. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think she gets hate for the wrong reason. Is my thing with that. So, we did rank their Spider-Mans, didn't we, Gunnar?
Yeah, I think so. I think at one
I
point
think we
did,
did.
but yeah.
I think we did.
I don't think we put Miles in there though. I think we just did the three Peters.
I think we just did the 3.
Yep.
We just did the 3. So, I think I can't remember. I think I said Tom?
Yeah, I think we
Or did I
both
go
did
with
Tom.
I think we did
Tom,
both did
Toby,
Tom.
Andrew.
Yeah, I think that was right because what are you shaking your head no for, Emperor?
Andrew, okay, let's take 1 second here. The Amazing Spider-Man was the best of the series because it was a great love story between him and Gwen. And so I think it goes. No offense to Miles, because Miles, that movie was great, but I don't think that falls in the ranking. So it goes Andrew, Tom, and then we'll leave a blank space for the next person to play
Oh my
Spider-Man, and then we'll put in Toby.
Oh, so much Toby hate. So much Toby hate. He just was asked to play a role. That's all he was doing. He was asked to play a role.
No matter what anybody says, I can go back and watch Spider-Man 3 and actually still watch it and be okay with it. I didn't enjoy the movie, but I love how his character just does the whole 360 through the whole thing. I just think that's fun.
I'd have never gave up the black suit.
Oh,
He
no,
was a better
symbiote all day.
Spider-Man. He had a better Spider-Man when he had the black suit.
A little bit of darkness in him there.
That's okay. Bring it on. At least he was it just was better.
The dance scene, of course. One of
Oh
the
yeah.
great scenes ever in
Ask
film
your
history.
sister about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Andrew just never got 3, man. That's the problem.
That's true. They've talked about it though. They have talked about it hardcore lately because of his comeback for whatever that one was called.
So then we get another email from ISO a day later. He goes, a recanting of a statement, folks. Goes, sorry for loading you guys with emails, but I love Blink now. Great band. New favorite song, He's Easily What's My Age Again. Okay, last one, I swear. Just make it the last one till the next episode, man. But yeah, no, man. ISO, thank you so much for hitting us up at thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. I really appreciate you and your time and your feedback. I think we really we gotta get an episode figured out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're gonna get that going now and reach out to you and just get something in the works and get it on the books and go from there, man. Because I think it's gonna be a fun episode. So those are all the emails we
Sweet.
got.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that episode. I'm interested to hear where he's from and how he ended up on the Call Guys and all that stuff. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just got tired of listening to paranormal stuff, so he came over.
Yeah,
to listen to-
I think he was like, let's ditch the zeros and get with the heroes. So we'll get an answer. We'll get an answer from him
And there's
soon.
a hero to save us.
Not gonna stand in the way.
All right, so
All right.
we have the Golden 80s podcast on here for a reason, and that is their episode. Their first 3 episodes come out this Thursday. I'm sure you can find them anywhere you get your podcast, just like any of the other podcasts on the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts. But we're going to talk some stuff about the 80s, and in particular, we're going to talk about our top 3 actors or actresses from the 1980s. Now, I'm going to admit to you guys right now, I picked one and then couldn't pick any more. So I have a whole list in front of me, and I'm just going to scroll and then stop my finger on somebody and try to name some movies or
Gunner.
something.
Gunner.
Yep, Gunner.
Do we have a question of the pod?
Oh. Okay, go ahead. Question of the pod. Who's got it?
Are you
I thought
ready?
the Emperor had it.
I have it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is the question of the pod 80s edition.
We weren't born.
That's what we call our question of the pod. It's the 80s edition.
Okay, what's up?
We stole it from the Call Guys. Come on.
Go figure.
Like
everybody has.
Which is crazy because the Emperor's on every other podcast. So
All right. Are you ready?
jumping the gun here.
Yeah, man, what's
If you could put wings on a wingless animal, which one would you choose?
What?
What the hell?
If you could put wings on a wingless animal, which one would you choose?
What? Am I supposed to just have an answer just coming out of the pocket with this?
I'll go first. A wolf.
No.
And I would ride it. I would fly a wolf.
This is a bad idea.
Give it wings and then like tame it and like fly it everywhere.
I mean, did you just watch Harry Potter or something? And
No.
you're like, man, that hippogriff looks kind of cool. Looks like a horse with wings.
This is a legitimate question.
How is it a legitimate
It's
question?
legit.
It's not.
legit.
You are too legit.
It's too legit to quit.
So
are too
wait,
legit,
how
so
is
you
this?
must
How is
quit.
this 80s edition?
Yeah, what are we getting
It's
to?
just a random question.
What, Puff the Magic Dragon?
Hey, maybe. How much were you smoking when you put the wings on it? Brandon, what would you put it on?
Oh, I got to answer this?
Oh, yeah, you got.
my God. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
Brandon. Yeah, Brandon. Welcome to the chaos
He
here.
put on a penguin so he can use his Wally bucks.
There we go. Yes. No. Wings on an animal that doesn't already have wings. See, I like the wolf idea. That sounds pretty cool. But I don't want to steal your answer, so I'll just. I don't know. I'm trying to. Is Bigfoot considered an animal?
You betcha. He's hairy.
All right, Bigfoot. I'm gonna go with Bigfoot.
Put it on Bigfoot.
You know, maybe we can see him, more. You know?
You never know. You're fucking
Flying
flying
above the
around, dropping big loads of shit on you or something.
That's not a bird.
Gosh.
What do you got, Colton? Come on.
I think I'd go with a giraffe.
A giraffe. That's why would you give it to a giraffe?
It'd be the most awkward thing in the world to see.
A flying.
Could you imagine flying on the back of a giraffe?
No, that'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah. See, I went a little more I went a little more friendly to the animal kingdom. I'd put wings on a frog so he wouldn't bump his ass when he hopped. Really nothing? Crickets?
what do you want?
I'd put wings on a cricket.
What do you want me to say to that?
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just trying to be helpful to the frog. You don't want to walk around bumping your ass all over the place, do you? I mean, the frog needs a little help. Give him some wings. There you go.
No, I just have to watch and watch. I have to when I walk, I have to watch where my head is so I don't hit it on things. You laugh.
I'm sorry. I think the wolf's the best answer there.
I think you're wrong. The last thing I want to do is give an animal like a wolf the power of flight.
You got to tame it first. You got to tame a wolf like
How
a
you
dog.
gonna tame? How you gonna tame a flying wolf?
People tame wolves all the time.
A flying wolf?
But you tame it. You tame it as a baby, as a pup, and then it grows and
And
it
then it just grows into its wings. Is that what's
yeah,
happening?
yeah. Maybe it's robotic wings.
Wow. I can't. And we're no, we're done. Why don't we just give wings to a penguin?
Technically, they can't fly, so they don't have wings. They got
True.
flippers.
That's why you give them wings so they can finally feel how
Yeah.
feels to fly.
Yeah.
Give him a
I've-
Red Bull.
Yeah.
Jeremy, that was a
That was the
That was a
best
doozy.
question ever.
that was
ever.
a cluster of an answer, a question. I
That
don't
was a
know.
doozy.
I don't know what was worse. We have the infamous Lucas episode, and now we have this to go with it.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. You got some good answers out of that.
Did we? Did we?
Wolf,
You said
giraffes,
a frog.
Bigfoot, a frog.
Hey,
Think
didn't
how-
I, at one point I said I wanted to be a squirrel? I'm pretty sure. So I'd give a squirrel wings.
Oh my
He can hide
goodness.
his nuts easier.
Oh, it's true.
I like it.
Not
Oh,
if he
yeah.
spread eagle flying through the air. You see his nuts all over the place.
All right, let me try this again. Try not to forget anything. The
Yeah.
Golden 80s podcast is here to talk about some 80s stuff,
Yes.
particularly our top 3 actors or actresses of the 80s. So I don't think we're gonna do it in any particular order. If we just want to kind of just chit chat, talk, unless anybody wants to just list their 3, and the next person lists 3, and the next person lists 3, or
I
How do you guys
accidentally
feel?
have 4.
all right. So start it off there, Emperor.
I mean, we have to ask if somebody's number 2 makes them cry.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So I think we do the 3, 2, honorable mentions 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
We stick to tradition here, Gunner.
Typical call guys fashion, as Chris would like to say.
Yes.
And we
Hey,
can
by
go
the
from
way, Chris, this is my 8th time on the show.
Come on. It's not
there.
fair.
Oh my gosh.
I went 2 weeks in a row, Chris. Just saying.
It's not fair.
All right.
All
Emperor,
right. I was gonna say, you guys want to start with it, or you want one of us to start?
let's let the
Go
80s
ahead.
boys start it.
Yeah.
I'll go
buddy.
first. I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first. Okay.
Terrible choice.
So my my number 3 is one of my favorite all-time TV shows that I
Miami
used to watch
Vice.
every Friday night.
Oh,
It's
my.
Miami Vice. It is Don Johnson. There was something about him at that time with the no socks and the fucking, jacket in the middle of Miami heat that, was the coolest thing ever back in those days. So my number 3 is Don Johnson.
Nice.
Very
Well,
nice.
Do you know Don Johnson there, Vanilla Thunder?
Miami Vice.
Do you know anything else he ever did?
Miami Vice.
Many seasons.
Many seasons. Miami
Season
Vice.
2. Season 2 of Miami Vice.
The
What you
made
got?
for movie TV movie.
Yeah. What you got, Brandon?
My number 3 for actors would be Tom Hanks. Just because he's Tom Hanks. No other reason. I mean, in the 80s, he didn't do a lot of movies like the big stuff that he is now, but I always knew that Tom Hanks was going to be something. And,
Yep.
he did his little stuff, and that's
Did you ever watch him in Booze and Buddies?
yes,
Yes.
that's how I
Yeah.
first seen him, and he was
I mean,
hilarious.
Turner and Hooch was 80s too.
Well, Turner, I mean, like I said, but he
Yeah.
didn't do, like I said, he's like now, he's like a god of Hollywood,
Right.
Yeah.
But back then, he was just another actor that people kind of knew. But I liked him, and I knew that he was gonna be Forrest Gump one day.
You gonna find his Jenny.
Well, okay. So I did say that I had one picked out before, and it is Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, because of Big, because of Turner and Hooch. Like Brandon said, he wasn't a huge actor in the '80s, but now him just being such a big name, and everybody loves and knows Tom Hanks. And I love Tom Hanks. I think he's just phenomenal. He's always seems to play that charismatic character, that kind of laid back dude, and I've always enjoyed that. So I'm gonna go with number 3, Tom Hanks. Also, Colton.
I mean, obviously, the infamous one-hit wonder that is Roddy Piper. No, I'm not. I am not picked. They Live, cult classic. I love it. One of my favorite 80s movies. Anywho, definitely not on the list, though. My number 3 is Bill Murray. Big Murray fan. I mean, it's kind of like when he just kind of came. He did Stripes. He did Caddyshack. He did those back to back. He did Tootsie. He did what else did he do? He did the Ghostbuster movies in the 90s. Man, that was really good. Really good. Murray is the 80s Murray. So that's why he's my number 3.
Nice.
Good. That's a good one, actually. It's a really good one. So are we
Emperor,
ready for number 2?
Doesn't make you cry.
She does make me weep in sadness that I've never got to meet her in real life.
Oh my gosh.
You would
just
think
got a picture.
I just have a poster of her that I can't tell you where it's at. Don't ever go in my bedroom and close the door. I'm just saying. Ever. Don't do it. Alyssa Milano. Who's the Boss? Charmed come out a lot later, but I mean,
I
I grew
like
up.
2000s.
Yeah.
I grew up watching her on Who's the Boss, and then she had a couple of independent films come after that were well, damn. When she turned 18, she did that nude scene in that one movie, and it was awesome. I can't think of the name of the movie right off the top of my head, but yeah, I was a big Alyssa Milano fan through all the years. So, and I really did have a poster. It hung in the studio for a long time.
Yeah, I remember that.
She was scantily clad dressed. I'm just saying.
No
Brandon,
way.
how about you? What's your number 2?
Doesn't make you cry.
Doesn't make you cry.
Do they make you cry?
No, wait a minute. I got a question here. Are
What
we
up?
doing 3 actors and 3 actresses, or just
No.
3?
No,
all
mix them
together?
up. Mix them up. 3 all
Mix
together.
'em up.
Mix 'em up? Okay, well, see, then you got my whole thing. Now I don't know what I'm doing. I was gonna say Alyssa Milano for one of my actresses. Thanks, Emperor.
Hey, man, I got your back. No worries.
Yeah, man, I love.
Just kick him in the nuts before you leave.
Yeah.
Damn.
Kick him in the nuts. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with Demi Moore because she's hot. I don't have any other reason. She's hot. I loved her in St. Elmo's Fire.
Yep, she's great in San Almost Fire.
Yeah. Ghost. I love her, and I would leave my wife.
Oh, dang.
Oh, you heard it here
Oh,
on the
dang.
call, guy.
I kid.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Hey, my wife would leave me for Vin Diesel, so
That's a good point.
Hey, he's all about family, so.
Oh my gosh.
That's so wrong.
So what are you gonna do, Gunner? You only had one. We're doing a list.
Oh no, I as I'm looking through this list, I picked 2 more. We're good. I got
You got enough to get through the episode now.
yes, I do. And
Like before this episode starts, he's like, dude, I don't know who to pick. And he just names off like 15 people. He's just like, pick 3. I don't know.
well, Colton, I got some for you.
What up? Oh gosh. Kick rocks.
I ain't falling for no banana tailpipe. 48 Hours, Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop, The Golden Child, Beverly Hills Cop 2, Coming to America, Eddie Murphy. I own all of those movies on DVD. I mean, and I don't even know what a DVD is. It's just. But yeah,
this is the 80s episode. You got to say VHS.
Oh, sorry.
VHS.
What's a VHS?
What's a VHS?
Now, see, I was
Yeah.
a big fan of Eddie Murphy stand up. I don't know, like Delirious. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen any of that. I mean, that might not have been allowed in the Keel household. I don't know.
It was not. It would not have been.
But he
I
might
know
have.
the Keel parents, you know.
But he might have snuck over to little Jay's house to watch it.
Well, man.
Oh man, we used to watch Jeff Dunham there, and man, oh man, my mom was pissed when she found that.
Oh, really?
Oh, not happy.
Like Dave Chappelle and Jeff Dunham. And
Not happy.
But yeah, Eddie Murphy. I love Eddie Murphy. Everybody knows that. Ever since Brad Hargrave did the laugh for the first time, and I was like, I think I can do that. And I've done it ever since. So
I think I could do that.
yeah,
I can do that.
it's a pretty much a daily thing. So
You just like walk through your office and do it.
yes, pretty much. Pretty much.
Gosh.
Colton, number 2. Does it make you cry?
It kind of does. The fall that this actor has succumbed to, and just gracefully bowing out is just not in this guy's wheelhouse. But let me tell you, this dude killed it in the 80s, and that is Chevy Chase.
Yeah, babe.
Caddyshack. Obviously, we have National Lampoon Vacation and European Vacation and at 89 Christmas Vacation. We've got Fletch. We've got Spies Like Us. We've got the Three Amigos. I mean, the dude just went on and on and on enough to make Caddyshack 2. Which is awful.
I say, was there really a Caddyshack 2?
Probably
Yeah.
made money though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like Chevy Chase and maybe Rodney Dangerfield was the only 2 recurring people, maybe. I don't even know if Rodney Dangerfield was in it. I know Chevy was. Gave him a lot of money to come back. But
he did a movie about moving to the country. It's called Funny Farm.
Yeah, Funny Farm. Yeah, that's a movie. 88.
What year? 88?
88, yeah.
That was a great movie. Just, typical Chevy Chase, and
Slapstick humor.
He has big plans to be a writer, and then a squirrel sidetracks him, and then the rest is history with him just being
Sounds like
typical
all of his other
Chevy.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a good flick. If you ever get a chance to see that one. But Spies Like Us, I love that movie. Fletch and Fletch Lives, I think, they were a little weird to watch, but you couldn't help but go watch them a second time, and just yeah. And then of course
Fletch is that for me. I'm like, just weird.
It was weird, but it was like you said, you watch it again just because it was weird enough that you're like, gotta see that again.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the 80s. I mean, I think of the 80s. I think of Chevy Chase. I think of Bill Murray, and I obviously think of my number one the most. But I mean, you got Aykroyd. Mm-hmm. He was huge in the 80s too. So Eddie Murphy, like so many really. Man, the 80s for movies was a prime decade for cinema, I think.
I agree with you, and I don't think that they weren't struggling to bring you a great movie like they are now. Now we're like rehashing old shit, or you're getting Chris Hemsworth in every other movie, or it's just.
And that's the thing. I mean, I'm looking at so I've got the IMDb up, and I had it up for Murray, but I don't have it anymore. But I mean, Caddyshack 80, Vacation 83. Fletch 85, European Vacation 85, Spies Like Us. Oh geez, never mind. I'm killing my own case here. Amigos, the Three Amigos was 86. It just seems like they did a better job of spacing their time. Bill Murray did a really good job, and my number one did a really, really good job. It seems like they were just doing one movie a year, and it was absolutely killing it. I know my number one is from 80 to like 85. just 5 bangers in a row. It's just we don't get that anymore. We get it's the same thing with Marvel. It's the same G-dang
Here we
thing with
go.
them. It is
Wash, rinse, repeat.
quantity over quality.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't. It frustrates me to no end that we allow this to happen, and the only reason why they say do it and keep doing it is because we keep going to the G dang movies. We got to stop that. Hopefully, this writer strike
Helps.
opens some eyes. I really hope it. I feel like it's just going to be one of those things that it's got to get a lot worse before it gets better.
I agree. I agree with you 100%.
So,
All right, we got
'cause I
honorable
just-
mentions.
yeah, I can ramble more if I.
I've only got one.
Cole.
I've only got one honorable mention, and that's
you got?
Judd Nelson. I love
Okay.
Judd Nelson in San Elmo Spire, but mostly The Breakfast Club. John Bender, he was the one that I related to at that time, who I wanted to be just like. I want to be just like John Bender, that no fuss, no muss guy, dressed in flannel and these really cool boots, and stuck his dope down Brian's pants. That was the good old days. Definitely didn't want to be the Emilio Estevez, character or the Brian, but yeah, Judd Nelson.
be a
That's my
Brian.
only honorable mention.
Brandon, got any?
I'm gonna go with Elizabeth Shue for my honorable mention. Yeah, because once again, Karate Kid, Adventures in Babysitting, Back to the Future 2. I don't think.
Yeah,
Because she took the place of the chick
Yeah.
that was in 1.
Yep.
Yeah, she was just
Jennifer. She played Jennifer.
Yeah.
Played. Yeah. Whoever.
Adventures in Babysitting was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah.
Had Thor in it, hit the marble.
It's true.
Yep. Yeah. Dressed up as
It
Thor.
was, it was a good movie for what it was, you know.
For what it was. Yep.
And Elizabeth Shue, she was just kind of all over everywhere, So
yeah,
I enjoyed watching her. I mean,
For sure.
not as an actress, but yeah, I just enjoyed that.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with me?
I got a couple. My favorite trivia question: Michael J. Fox.
Oh my gosh. You don't know who that is?
Emilio Estevez. You get into some of those movies that when all the younger kids. Tom Cruise did a couple good movies, and yeah, I'm gonna stop there because there's a big list. Travolta was great. Grease was mid 80s there, I'm pretty sure. So
Grease was in the 70s.
Was it late 70s?
Yes. Like 78.
When was Welcome
Okay.
Back, Kotter? Was that in the 70s?
I was in the 70s. Maybe it got into
Did it
the like
filter in the
80s,
80s?
but I don't think so. I think that was all 70s.
Right on.
I might be wrong.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop there before I'm wrong even more. So I can go to my number one. Holding any
my.
honorable mentions?
Yeah, I got John Candy, Blues Brothers, Stripes. He was in Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Spaceballs. The Great Outdoors.
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog.
Uncle Buck. I mean,
I'm my own best friend.
I'm my own best friend, yeah. And then I am the gatekeeper. I am the key. And
Yeah, Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
Yep.
He did some good stuff. Obviously, he's got Spaceballs too. He's got Ghostbusters. He's got Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I mean, I think I watched that movie a ton as a child.
I loved Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yep, me too.
Yeah. So, yeah, those are my honorable mentions.
I hate strawberry. Especially strawberry.
I think you got to throw a lot of respect to Rick Moranis for what he did by leaving the business to go take care of his family, especially at the height. I mean, the height of his career, when he could have went on for a few more years and really kind of cashed in. he knew what was really important, and that was to stay home and take care of his family. And yeah, lots of respect for that guy.
Yeah.
You want my number
Nice.
one then?
Yeah.
You
Let's
want my
hear it.
number one?
Yes.
My number one. Now, this is
We're gonna match.
no, absolutely not.
Okay, good.
My number one is one of those girls next door that I don't know what it was about her that I just enjoyed. Danica McKellar.
The Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years. There was something about her in that show that was just like you fell in love with her. I mean, it wasn't like, you did funny things to yourself when you saw her. It was just that she was that wonderful. I didn't do funny things when I saw her.
What?
She was just great. There was just something about her. And to see her kind of come back and, now, not really as a big time actress, but showing up here and there and in different things, it's pretty awesome. So I'm glad she's kind of making her way back into the scene. But yeah, what a cutie.
Nice. Very nice.
How about you? How about you, Brandon?
How about me?
She's your number one.
My number one was already kind of brought up by Gunner, Michael J. Fox.
Ah,
I mean, I just thought that guy was everywhere. He was, Back to the Future, Teen Wolf, just on and on, and really enjoyed him in Family Ties, that show. That was
was
a
a great
good
show.
show. He was Alec P. Keaton.
Self-contained, underwater breathing apparatus.
I've got a stupid amount of 80s
If you
movies
know,
on my
you
wall.
know.
Yeah. But yeah, and Back to the Future, that is like my favorite trilogy of all time, And so
Definitely reasonable.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Gunnar,
my
what's your
number
number one, man?
My number one, one movie and one movie only, and that movie
Oh,
is
my.
called Roadhouse.
Oh, wow.
Patrick Swayze.
Roadhouse.
I love Roadhouse. That's all I gotta say. Dirty Dancing and Point Break, and yeah, you
There
just
you
go
go.
on and on and on. He's did so many great movies in the 80s. Rest in peace. And yeah, just love Patrick Swayze.
The best thing Patrick Swayze ever did was Saturday Night Live with Chris Farley doing the Chippendale dance. Greatest thing ever.
Yep, that's good stuff.
It is.
Colton?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it didn't pop up on anybody's list or radar. Not even honorable mention. I'm a little disappointed in you boys.
I'm
Harrison
about to be
Ford.
disappointed.
Yes.
80, we have Empire Strikes Back. 81, Raiders of the Lost Ark. 82, Blade Runner. 83, Return of the Jedi. 84, Temple of Doom. And then he did some stuff around there. And then at 89, he finished it with The Last Crusade, which is my favorite of the three. Well, technically 5, but
You don't count the others.
I don't.
You have the Harrison Ford list up in front of you.
I do.
Is Regarding Henry in the 80s?
91.
Dang. All right.
Patriots game was 92. I mean, Clear and Present Danger was 94. Air Force One was 97.
What year was The Force Awakens?
15. 2015.
Poor guy.
I absolutely love Harrison Ford. I loved Regarding Henry a lot, and I watched it because Harrison Ford was in it, and it is really a great movie. And if you ever get a chance to go back and watch it, I suggest it. It's that feel good movie. He gets thunked in the head for doing. I can't remember exactly what happened, but he has to relearn everything all over again, and it's a very touching, feel good movie. But
Nice.
it showed his acting chops are way beyond what he did in Star Wars or Indiana Jones.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Punch it, Chewy.
I know.
Yeah, great list. Great list, guys. I mean, that covers a lot of different people all
It
together.
does. It does. Definitely a good list. And yeah, I'm excited for you guys, to be honest. I'm excited to see where this Golden 80s podcast goes. I'm excited to see hear about your topics, and I mean, you guys lived through it, so you guys know a lot about it. And
80s were great. I mean, we had a lot of great stuff in the 80s. I mean, we had tragedy, we had bad things. We had the Challenger explosion, the Super Bowl shuffle. That was tragic. We let that happen.
Okay, well, there, Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor, don't think I won't make the trip over there to. The last thing we need to be having some door checks and making sure locks work. So accidents happen all the time.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Don't apologize. You're fine.
no, that actually brings up a good point that you mentioned, like the Challenger explosion and stuff. I mean, that'd be interesting to hear you guys talk about some of the big tragedies, not just the good things, not just the movies, not just the singers, the music, the whatever else happened, like the tragedies. That's big. That's a big thing. That'd be a great.
It will be episode 4.
Okay.
We actually recorded it before we come on the call, guys. So
Nice.
episode 4, where we talk about the Challenger disaster. I tell you what, we actually did the first episode, and I know Brandon said something about it at the beginning about apologizing for the first episode. We actually did it via I think we did Riverside for that one, the Zoom or whatever. And we decided to come back in studio because we were having some internet issues and it wasn't recording right. So we did the second and third episode here in studio, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's for us doing this, it's perfect to be in studio with each other and feeding off each other, right? And how we did it with the Blink episode, and what that feels like. So the first episode is a little first time for Brandon, and me trying to get a feel for how we're going to go with it. But the last few episodes that recorded, I think, have come along really well, and I'm excited for everybody to hear them and see what you guys think of them. And we're not 80s experts by any means, even though we did live through them. Brandon can't remember much of them. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But we talk about that too.
Yeah, we talk about it.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm excited to listen, excited to hear what you guys got to say and learn some about that time period.
Yeah, hopefully we can get out there and talk about our experiences, going the Challenger. The big question I asked Brandon towards the end of the episode is where were you when you heard the news? And I think the Challenger was a prime example of the major things that happen in the world, and you just remember where you were and what you were doing at that exact moment. And I think for you guys, it would be more 9/11.
Yep.
I mean,
kindergarten. I was in kindergarten.
I mean, I remember 9/11 like I remember the Challenger. And for our parents, it was JFK or Martin Luther King, those tragedies.
Elvis.
Exactly. So I think it's interesting to to kind of explore that part of it too, and as we go along, it'll get better. We'll get it completely worked out exactly how we want it. But right now, we're just having fun, doing like what you guys do, kind of joshing on each other and talking about shit, and it's been fun so far. So
I've enjoyed it. I love being in studio. It's like I was telling Jeremy earlier, it's kind of becoming my happy place.
It really is. Like you enter that room. It's like, this is a place to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's true.
Colton, you got anything else for this episode? You got anything you want to say to these new podcasters here?
Well, I'm
new
new.
podcasters. Yeah,
You
Jeremy,
know-
I got some tips for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need them. Thank you.
Change your face first and foremost. No, it's a lot of fun. Just try not to take it too serious. That's the best advice I can give. I think if you try too hard, it's going to show. You'll hear it. You'll see it. Are you guys going to be doing like YouTube, or are you just going to do like?
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as everything works out video wise, we'll have a YouTube channel with the videos up. And
I think-
they would be nothing special, just just the two of us, like normal. So
Yeah, I think just don't get caught up in trying to produce and make something that you think is going to be 100% awesome, because you're going to focus on every little mess up and they're going to happen. And you just got to learn in this game, you just roll with it, go with it, and go to the next thing. So just don't take it too serious is be my best advice.
got it.
That sounds great. Yeah.
That is solid advice right
That's
there.
solid. That's solid.
The Call Guys are a 100% serious podcast.
Mhm.
Oh gosh.
Our knowledge is 100% truth.
I got no. Your knowledge is not, because I yell at my radio all the time in the car. That's wrong.
Oh my god.
If anybody gets offered Wally Bucks, they work for anything at Penguin.
Yeah.
I promise. I still feel bad about that. I'm sorry.
It's not a big deal at all.
Congrats on winning, though.
Hey,
Congrats on
they wouldn't take my Wally Bucks, so I went across the street to McDonald's.
Well, as a consolation prize, you get a washer and dryer.
Yes.
Actually,
yes. Yes, I still got that. If anybody wants that, just let me know at thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com.
We just bought a new one. So.
No. Could have a
I
free
had a
one.
deal. Had a
Yeah, free
deal.
one.
I had a deal.
I had to give anyone for free for sure. Yeah.
Oh my
All right.
gosh.
Golden 80s podcast. You guys good?
Yes,
We're good.
yes,
You guys
Sweet.
ready to release this Thursday?
we are.
Yeah, I got to put that on Facebook.
We do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you
Yeah.
guys. Thank
Yeah.
you, Call Guys, for letting us come on here
Absolutely.
and promote and just have fun. I always love coming on the Call Guys, and this is Brandon's first time on the Call Guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
so-
name's been mentioned many times.
My name's
but,
been mentioned a few times.
Yeah, I
He
think there
has
was a
been.
picture of you holding Wally Bucks one time that showed up somewhere, but
Yes.
Yeah, Skywalker took that picture.
yeah.
Yeah, me and Skywalker have an issue right now. So
That's okay. That's
I love it.
most of the
I
time.
love it. I love it. Actually, I can't wait. I can't wait to talk to him this weekend about the last book they just did on books and booze. I'll be honest. I almost every time I want to say it, I want to say books and nerds, and I stop myself every time. It's like books and booze.
Yeah.
So, but
Books and nerds.
Or drunken
nerds.
goblins or so. What was it? Drunken
Oh,
literally
I have
goblins or
no
whatever.
idea what Logan was talking about.
See, I have a hard time with that show because I just don't read. I mean, if it go beyond Super Fudge, I'm done. I'm gone. So I'm go. I mean, I can get into the milk and cookies episodes. I'm good on that.
He's read all those books.
I've read all those.
Recently.
Recently. But reading the stuff they're reading, I'm like, that's above my grade level.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. Hysterical.
All right, let's get out of here. I look forward
Do
to
it.
seeing all of you guys this past Sunday. If you're listening to this on Monday, taking some pictures for the website. Very excited. Very, very excited.
I am too.
And if you are listening and you want to go check it out, it's goldenmojoent.com. But if you're listening to the Call Guys, you can find us wherever you get your podcasts, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/thecallguyspod, Instagram @thecallguys, TikTok @thecallguyspodcast. And you can always check us out on YouTube. We post a video every Monday along with the podcast on all your favorite podcast sites. And as we always mention, send us an email, thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. any recommendations for top 5s, top 10s, send us your list. We'd love to read them off. And yeah, just if you want to say hi to us, bonjour. Send
Bonjour.
whatever you guys want. And when you're done listening to us, you can go check out all the other podcasts on the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts, whether that be the Golden Image Podcast, the United States Paranormal Podcast, the Murdnerds who are on hiatus, also the Indiana Chiefs fans who are on hiatus, the Golden 80's Podcast this Thursday, their first episode, and A Court of Books and Booze. Go check them all out. Listen to all their past episodes and anything new that's coming out. Like, subscribe, click those bells, all that good stuff. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah,
else?
yeah.
Man, nailed it. Love you, brother.
Yeah. You guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. And
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you so much.
yeah. All right. Everybody, thanks for listening to the Call Guys podcast. We'll see you next time.
Later. Never gonna keep you up.
I don't even know what. I don't know what
What
happened.
was that? What was that, man?
What happened.
Dude, I don't know.